Alright you lot, your old pal Rob Armstrong here again, and this week we're talking about touching penises. Yet that's more than just a catchphrase, it's a genuine story that came out this week which said that Paul Gascoigne used to touch Les Ferdinand's penis before every game they played for England at Wembley. After a dodgy run of form, Gazza took one look at big and little Les in the changing room and couldn't resist but give it a shake. Gazza went on to have an absolutely blinding game and says that from then on Ferdinand would reluctantly allow him to touch his plonker before every game at Wembley. Surprisingly, Ferdinand denies the fact that it ever happened. But, as far as I'm concerned, just like Carl Walker's alleged dog, John Terry's alleged mum, and Simone Zaza's alleged attempt at scoring a penalty, it happened. And in honour of Les Ferdinand's penis, this is the Football Republic's Top 10 Weirdest Superstitions in Football History. At number 10, it's Jamie Vardy. And who would have thought that Jamie Vardy got up to weird things in his spare time? A man who openly punches himself in the face and claims that the film Armageddon is one of the classics. And last year it came out that his lucky routine before a game involved a cocktail of port and Red Bull. I mean, who would have thought that Jamie Vardy's pre-match routine involved alcohol and Red Bull? The man is a footballing Jaeger bomb who fuels his goals by drinking port out of a Lucozade bottle the night before a game and then 3 cans of Red Bull the morning of. I don't care about all the high level exercise that he does. That is not healthy. Retirement is going to hit Jamie Vardy like a ton of empty WKD bottles. At number 9, it's legendary AC Milan striker Filippo Inzaghi, who, although he was way more of a legend than Jamie Vardy with what he did on the pitch as a striker, he was way less of a legend than Jamie Vardy in terms of the unhealthy stuff he put into his body. Unlike epic true lad uni legend Bant King 2K12 Vardy, Inzaghi didn't get boozed up, but instead opted for a packet of children's biscuits before a game, always weirdly leaving 2 in each packet. At number 8, it's Eusebio. One of the game's greatest ever players, the Portuguese international used to play every game with a lucky coin in his shoe. Just in keeping with the old adage that a lucky coin is for life and not just for Christmas, Eusebio even kept a coin in his shoe after retiring, just in case any nearby objects needed to be smashed into a top corner somewhere. At number 7, it's Colo Touré, who, let's face it, other than when jumping into the shower with someone who's not his wife, hasn't been the fastest player in his later years. And as it turns out, he was one of the slowest players off the pitch as well, given that he demanded to be the last one out of the changing room every single time when he was playing for Arsenal. At 6, it's Johan Cruyff, who would commit 2 atrocious crimes before kick-off just for luck. Firstly, he'd commit a horrific assault by slapping his goalkeeper Gert Balls in the stomach, probably for having a ridiculous silly name. Then, to top off his crime spree, he'd do some public littering by spitting his chewing gum in the opposition half. Realising how completely mental this pre-match routine was, once he became a manager, Cruyff encouraged coaches to cut down on their players' rituals and said that they should drop them for the next game if they notice a member of their squad relying on a superstition. But if you hadn't noticed, most of the players on this list are really good, so perhaps Cruyff just wanted the other managers to drop their best player before he played them. Oh wait, they're not all good. At number 5, it's Malvin Kamara. Yeah, I don't know him either. The former Wimbledon, Cardiff and Grimsby man, apparently, used to watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory before every game. Clearly he believed that if he watched Gene Wilder singing to some orange dwarves about chocolate enough times, he'd eventually secure that big dream move to the Premier League. But in reality, he just got carted off to a smaller club every single time his teammates would get sick of him singing Oompa Loompa Dibbity Doo at a corner routine, which he somehow managed to do 15 times in his career, which lasted 9 years. At number 4, it's David James, who is also a well-renowned weirdo. Along with his many strange visualisation routines where he would imagine balls being shot at him in day-to-day life and save them, even while driving, James also claimed to have a mental machinery so complex it would take a page of writing to explain it, which, let's face it, is a kind of wanky thing to say. He claimed that it began on a Friday night and would continue all the way through to the final whistle the next day. As if grabbing imaginary balls left, right and centre like some kind of wannabe Paul Gascoigne wasn't weird enough, before a game he would go completely silent, not talking to anyone, then waiting in the toilets until everyone left, before spitting on the walls of the urinal. At number 3, it's Pele. You'd think if you were generally considered as being the greatest Brazilian footballer of all time, you wouldn't need to rely on luck to get you goals. And Pele clearly went along with this way of thinking after giving away the number 10 shirt that had given him so much success to a young fan. But immediately afterwards came a very rare dip in form for Pele. Rattled by this and the fear of his career going down the pan and him having to flog Viagra and Subways for money, Pele got one of his friends to track down the child and try and claim back his shirt. No sooner than Pele got his shirt back, his form would return. However, it would later be revealed that his friend never actually found the shirt and just gave him back the one from the week before. Wow, so it turns out lucky charms and superstitions don't actually matter. It's all just in your head. I never knew. At number 2, it's Fabien Barthez and Laurent Blanc. Everyone knows the French love a good smooch. They speak the language of love and they invented the Lady and the Tramp. And in the most French superstition imaginable, Laurent Blanc used to kiss Fabien Barthez on his shiny bald head before every game to bring them the luck that took them all the way to World Cup glory in 1998. The squad also insisted on listening to Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive on the coach to the game, which must be almost as intimidating as a YouTuber that's been doing boxing training. But at number 1, and it's back to that on-running theme of urine and public exposure, it's former Argentinian goalkeeper Sergio Goycochea. Goycochea insisted on yanking up his shorts and pissing on the grass just before someone would take a penalty against him, even in front of all the live fans and viewers worldwide. In the 1990 World Cup semi-final, putting the P in PK worked really well for him, saving Aldo Serena and Roberto Donadoni's penalty kicks in the shootout to get his side to the final. But no amount of urine could stop West Germany's Andreas Bremer from scoring an 85th minute penalty and winning his side the trophy. Not even human urine can stop a German from scoring a high pressure penalty. So there we have it, the top 10 weirdest superstitions in football history. Let us know what ones you think should be in there in the comments below and press the old like button for good luck, I guess. And before I go and slap the belly of a pissing goalkeeper, why don't you subscribe to the Football Republic for more top 10s every single week.